on, Gucci members? Welcome to another Gucci video. We are yet again ditched by Daniel, cause say it with me, Daniel had another busy day. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing a video. Joseph, would you wanna give a little bit of an explanation?
We're going to be doing a video on how to play keyboard and mouse on PC and also controller.
Yeah, because I got a keyboard and a mouse right in front of me here with some sick LEDs, and I've also got a controller right next to me. And Joseph is also obviously on controller, so we might want to show you, the difference between PlayStation controller and Xbox controller. Little bit of a thing here. Xbox is superior. Okay, but
PlayStation was always win.
yeah, let's just mute him real quick though. Joseph, wanna make me party leader? I'll take that as a yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yeah, I'm getting muted again. Okay. So we're gonna be jumping into a game. Actually, I'm gonna unmute him real quick. Yeah, by the way, if you're wondering why his name is Nike Hater 69, it's because I renamed him because Joseph, don't you hate Nike?
You actual scam.
Yeah, you hate it. He hates it with like a burning passion. Yeah, and also Daniel renamed himself to Adidas Fan 69 because he likes Adidas.
If you can hear me, like,
Adidas.
I am not Nike hater. I'm kind of Adidas hater.
It's not Adidas. It's Adidas.
Superior. If you have seen a toxic Nike ad, please comment down below.
Why do you call it Nike and Adidas? It's Nike and Adidas. I'm sorry.
I say Nike. Let's be honest.
It's not Nike. No one calls it Nike. Like Adidas, I can get, but no one calls Nike Nike.
Yeah, she's just a bit salty.
Nike. It's Nike. I am a bit salty. Okay, Joseph, should we play some BHE?
Sure, man.
Yeah, I'll just show you actually how to get real cracked. Now, if you're wondering, I am on controller currently, but I will be making a switch. I usually play on controller in these videos. I don't know, though, there might be some videos where I play on keyboard and mouse. Now, if you're a player who's moving from controller to keyboard and mouse, this video is for you. If you're a player moving from keyboard and mouse to controller, which is a lot more unlikely, but if you're doing that, we'll have that as well. Just tell you what you might expect on controller and what you might expect on keyboard and mouse. Because I am a player who made the switch from controller to keyboard and mouse, but I still play on controller. Okay. So, guns, shotguns, ARs, and SMGs. Now, this is controller right now. So, if you haven't played on controller anymore, this is kind of what I want to show you. You are going to find it very hard to edit if you've been on PC earlier. It is a lot harder to edit on controller, just generally, and I know I have hold to B instead of just press B, but it's genuinely a lot harder to just edit on controller. It's just, you can't, look, if I get a keyboard and mouse out and I go like, I'm actually really bad right now, I'm not bad. You can do quicker edits. Like, if I want to edit something, I can edit it instantly. Like,
macros?
No, I haven't got macros on right now, but it's really easy to edit. If I want to floor, I can just press immediately, and I've immediately got like that edit. Whereas on controller, it's a lot harder because what you have to do is you have to go into the menu and then do it instead of instantly pressing it. And also B, or if you're playing on, PS4 or 5, that's a button that can do multiple things.
On controller, you should consider making custom settings and researching.
Yeah, controller is.
Combat's fine, but
controller is genuinely harder in some aspects. But something that you will notice with controller is that it's going to be a lot easier for you to build on controller, because instead of you having to memorize buttons, you can just do a you can just do a motion with your controllers. So it's going to be a lot easier for you to do your ramps on there. But if you already are really good at building on keyboard and mouse, it's kind of useless because it's a lot easier to learn how to build on controller, but it's a lot harder, you know,
To actually build.
to actually get really good. But it's really easy for like a beginner. Like if you're starting out on Fortnite, or if you're not very good at building on keyboard and mouse, kind of like I am, then this is a you know, it's a pretty good benefit. So if you're thinking about maybe moving more into building, then controller, you know, that's probably the way for you. If you just want to, you know, start getting into some building if you haven't built before, for like more newbie players. Joseph, don't come here.
I'm not gonna
Now,
change
yeah.
this.
So pretty
Just
much on
showing off that
controller,
aim assist.
you'll be getting that. And people, you usually say that, oh my god, Joseph, can you actually stop?
I'm just showing off that aim assist for the
No,
video.
no, but people usually say, oh my god, aim assist is so overpowered. It really isn't. Joseph, could you just, like, move around, don't kill me, and don't build, just as, like, to show them.
Yeah, like with aim assist, like
Aim assist actually isn't that good. Like, I can show you, This is a big one that this is a big misconception. Look, I was genuinely trying to hit my shots there, and it's much harder. You have to really, and the AR is probably one of the best things to use, on there. But now this is the real problem for controller. This is one of the worst things on controller. The shotguns. Controller shotguns are really bad. Like, if you've been playing on keyboard and mouse, now it kind of depends on which shotgun, but just like the pump, it's a lot harder. Like, it's still amazing. You can still hit like practically all your shots, but it's a lot harder on controller, I've noticed, to just hit those really good swipes. Like, it's good for your aim, but if you're like someone who like just Joseph, don't come here, I'm really low. If you're just someone who just like tries to do like a swipe, then that's gonna be way harder on controller compared to keyboard and mouse. However, the tactical shotgun is probably your way to go as far as shotguns
like,
go.
I like the pump because like I can't 200 punch someone. Like I would risk my game just like to 200
attack. Now that attacks are back, attack is a lot of it safer bet, way safer bet when it comes to
like a build fight.
Shotguns. No, not build fights. Just in build fights, you know, I might, you know, maybe talk about the pump because that's like more long range and you might be further down. You can get high ground off them. But wait, Joseph, can I just show you them the attack? But the attack is a lot better. Like, where are we? Yeah, look, it's just so much more reliable. Look, I just hit him there, jumping down. It's just so much more reliable of a bet. Joseph, don't kill me, don't kill me.
Okay.
However, something that is genuinely a lot better on controller is SMGs. So, as they say, spray and pray. This is when aim assist is actually really quite overpowered, especially on a console like a Nintendo Switch. This is genuinely really... Joseph, can you stop hitting me? This is genuinely, you know, when it makes it really easy. Joseph, can you stop building? I'm just trying to show. Look. Like, I'm just spam. Joseph, I know you're kicked from the Geechee Gang, but that doesn't mean you can't just keep on doing that. But yeah, it's really easy to get those shots off with SMGs. I'm just trying to show you them. I'm not trying to show you them how bad you are at Fortnite.
You wanna say that?
Yeah, I'm not trying to 1v1 you, Joseph. But anyway, yeah, it's really easy to get your shots off on SMGs. You can literally just like go anywhere, and your SMG shots will just like always land.
No, I missed on purpose.
And they're really good. Yeah, it's just a really reliable weapon. And I'm using the TAC, which isn't even the best SMG out there. You know,
Nah,
not in the
I think
meta at the minute,
rapid fire.
but you know, there are some really good bets, and the pistol as well is also a pretty good bet because
I'm not even here. You're just shooting.
I'm just trying to show you how to shoot them. Look, the pistol is a really good bet in the meta at the minute. I was using the pistol recently, and because it's a lot harder to use other weapons, you know, the pistol is actually quite reliable. Now, I would talk about bows, but bows doesn't really change from controller to keyboard and mouse. And something that's more going to be in the meta is going to be snipers. It's not in the meta at the minute, of course, because it's got vaulted. But snipers also don't really change between keyboard and mouse and controller. I'd like the prime weapons you're going to want to use are the TACs and the SMGs. And also, yeah, just these are the two really good weapons to be using all the time. Now, as we move on to our next competitor, if you are moving on to keyboard and mouse for the first time, now this might go to Daniel, you know, showing Daniel how it works, but this is a really little tutorial. Now, this is a lot more of a popular thing in the meta, like controller players moving to keyboard and mouse, and a lot of them are finding it really hard in the beginning to be able to do stuff, but I'm telling you, overall, for keyboard and mouse, it's harder to start on keyboard and mouse. Like when you start on keyboard and mouse, you're gonna be really bossy, but the more you play on it, you actually get quite good. Joseph?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you know, like I could not do 90s on keyboard and mouse, but now, you know, I can kind of do them. You know, my 90s are kind of clean. Again, I can do infinity 90s. I can do no floor white 90s. But
Yeah, I do.
yeah, but another thing is that if you kind of should know this already, but if you're not using your side buttons for your builds, you are going to not be able to build. Like personally, I use floor. I use ramp and walls so I can do my 90s. But if you really have to use your builds, your side buttons, if you have them, and if you don't, then you're gonna really struggle. Yeah, and so what I think is ramps are really hard because you can go for either button layout. Like my button layout is one that's 490s. So it's not like you can just be really good at both. You can change your button layout so that you're really good at 90s, or you can make it that you're really good at ramps. But it's hard for you to have both. So ramps for me are really difficult, but if, you know, someone with a different button layout might find ramps to be really easy and 90s to be really hard. But you kind of have to choose one or the other to, you know, begin on, and then you can be really good with them. So yeah, and also as I mentioned earlier, editing is just like not a nightmare anymore. Editing is just really quick. You can just kind of do anything at any time. It's really good. You know, editing is just really reliable, and yeah, you'll be able to edit a lot more. Like before, you can see me in videos like I have like a wall and I just do that when I'm on controller. But when I'm on keyboard and mouse, what I'm trying to do is that. You know, it's gonna save you time. I'm really bad at it right now, but you know, it's gonna save you time overall in your games. So yeah, and Joseph.
Well, I mean, like, if you want to switch to controller, go for it. You want to be a L2 spammer kid, go for it. Or, like, if you're really going to the competitive scene, like you want to like be the next builder or something, I recommend keyboard and mouse. But like,
Yeah, but you're gonna have to really put some dedication in.
Yeah, like Daniel might quit. No offense to him if he sees this video, but like, he might quit keyboard and mouse because he did say that before the channel was even created.
Yeah, keyboard and mouse is actually, it's really hard. Like you can be what the difficulty is that you're better when you start on keyboard and mouse, you're better on controller. So when you play a game, you're gonna be playing on controller. But if you really want to become a good Fortnite player, just play on keyboard and mouse every game, and you'll get really good. I'm just telling you, if you want to get good at Fortnite, just get keyboard and mouse and just start grinding. And yeah, so now moving on to the guns. We have the ARs first. Oh my god, aim is so much better on keyboard and mouse. Okay? There's a reason why aim assist exists. Look.
Right, yeah.
Okay, Joseph, can you just not shoot me? Because I'm trying to show you them. Okay, I'm gonna just go quite far away so I can... Here. Look, just move around. Just move around. You can just hit... I'm really bad on with ARs kind of in general, so I'm just saying you can probably hit way more shots than me. But it's just... You know, he's trying to hit some pump shots at me, especially from a long distance, like a short distance. You know, you don't use your ARs, but from a long distance, you can hit some insane shots. I can't show you in BHG now, but that was a really bad comparison. But you can hit so many headshots from a long distance, and ARs will be your long distance weapon. Like snipers are almost worse from long distance compared to these, because look, I melted that kid. I just melted him. Look, ARs are your long distance gun. They are just long. Going for long shots, use your ARs, and yeah, they can be really useful to you in the meta for long distance stuff. Okay, now the pump. Oh my god, where do I even begin? The pump is so much better. Those flick shots, oh my god, you can just melt kids. I don't know if it's as good as the AR with those long range shots, but you can just thunder pump melt kids, my man. You can just absolutely Shrek kids with the pump. Like, if you didn't use the pump that much on just if you get down to the ground on controller, now is your time to use the pump. Now the tack is still really good for like a beginner player, but the pump, Joseph, can you not shoot me? Joseph!
Sorry.
I'm trying to show them. I'm not trying to show them how bad you are.
Shut up, I just beat
Sorry,
you.
my screen just blacked out there. But yeah, it's really good, Joseph. Can I just use you as an example real quick? Joseph, where are you?
I'm literally here.
Wow.
I'm literally right here.
Okay, can you come down to the ground?
Shut up.
Where are you? Oh, you're there. Yeah, so, look, I can show you. Look, those are my swipe. Those are my swipe pumps. Just, they're insane. You can just swipe pump kids left and right. It's really easy. Joseph, can you not shoot me?
Actually, wanna go? I will watch you.
Like, I'm not trying to go. I'm trying to show them how good the flick. Joseph!
I tried to flick shot myself.
There's a reason we kicked you from the Gucci gang. Can you stop?
Yeah, I'm in all the videos after that. Yeah.
I know, but Joseph, you still got from the Gucci gang. Okay. But yeah, it's a lot, as I was trying to show you before Joseph was trying to kill me. It's just really a well-rounded gun to be using. Now, other shotguns like the TAC, as I mentioned, the TAC isn't quite as good as it used to be, because you can get some damage off with the pump now. Like, you can really utilize the pump. I didn't hit that, but look, you can really utilize how the pump works. Whereas the TAC is more of just a jump and shoot kind of thing. You don't want to be jumping and shooting on keyboard and mouse. That's like a controller thing. But you really just want to be getting those flicks off, and you know, just getting those.
Wait, 1 sec. Let me try flick. I've never done one on controller.
But look, as I can show you, look, flicks on TACs, they kind of work, but They're really not. They don't get that damage off that you need because pumps will get. You know, it's a little bit more reliable, but you'll be getting some really insane numbers with the pump. Now, moving on to SMGs, they're not nearly as broken as they are on controller, but they're still quite good. Okay, they're still decent. They're like your worst weapon. You say they're not terrible, but it's your worst kind of pick. Because look, if I was on controller, if I switch to controller right now, look, like you just look. Wait,
What does that aim though? Like
you just smell kids, my guy. You just go like, you literally just vaguely look in their direction, and that bloom's gonna kind of help you out. And you just melt kids. You just absolutely melt kids with your SMG, but you really can't do that on controller. It just really doesn't happen. Now, moving on to snipers, as I mentioned before, they don't really change anything. I would say your main long-range weapon is the AR, because mostly those flick shots and your ARs or pumps are really good. But yeah, so that's kind of it for the video. Well, just as like a last note, I just want to say that overall, I would say that keyboard and mouse is a better bet, but it will take you more time to get there. Right, Joseph?
Should I say something? Like if you want to be pro, like go for it. Like, but if you're having fun with your friends or something, like don't sweat to be pro on keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, keyboard and mouse is to be a pro. But anyway, this was the Gucci Gang. You're the Gucci Squad, and we are out.
Yep.